Now I can settle down. This life is about welcome to today's I don't I'm short of words, don't mind me, don't mind me. Uh, Hello guys, welcome to the live. Today we're going to be talking about the big three of Chinese anime or Donghua. So if you're new, welcome to the channel. This is by Who Anime. My name is Joey Emrys and I wanted to say I'm your host for today. Okay. So this live hopefully won't be for long. So let's see. Now when it comes to the big three of Chinese anime or Donghua, it's really down to these three things. Down to these three people. It's Soul Land, Battle Through the Heavens, and Swallowed Star. Some people may disagree, but to me that's the big three. Is there any other person who shouldn't be there? So who's your favorite among the big three? Is it Swallowed Star, Tang Sang? Is it Battle Through the Heavens, Xiaoyan? Or Swallowed, also Soul Land, Tang Sang? Battle Through the Heavens, Xiaoyan? And Swallowed Star, Lo Feng? Who, who's your favorite among the big three? I didn't say if the big three. Oh, Battle Through the Heavens. Now, in terms of comparison, what do you think? Okay, animation wise, animation quality. I would say Swallowed Star first. The animation quality on Swallowed Star, although Soul Land is not to be joked with when it comes to animation quality. I mean, they are Valhalla Barnabas. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. So I would say animation wise, if among these three, it would be Swallowed Star number one, then Soul Land number two. Now, don't get me wrong, Soul Land has incredible animation, but among these three, it's Swallowed Star number one. Swallowed Star is the best, has the best animation. Then fight scenes. Fight scenes. Which among the big three, who has better fight scenes? Now you can think of some iconic fights or legendary fights. These three animes have produced very, very good fights. For one that quickly comes to mind, it would be, I would say, Tang Sang and Bibi Dong's fights are always good. I mean, Tang Sang against the Soul, against Bibi Dong has their fights are always good. Or the the competition, Shrek Academy's competition arc against other academies. Their fight scenes also were good. The war against Bibi Dong, it did produce some very good fight scenes. Soul Land, okay. Then for Battle Through the Heavens, come on. Do we really have, do we really have to? iconic fight scenes in Battle Through the Heavens that I can think of. Nala and Yaran. That's the was also it was nice. Shaoyan against Yunlang sect was also nice. Um, uh, the more recent fights have been good though. But which one in particular comes to mind at the moment? Let's see. Of all his fights against Soho, which Shaoyan fight in particular? Is it Hamfeng? Not really. Fight against the Yunnan sect, though. For me, that's the one that comes to my mind at the moment. That's there may be very other, iconic fights in the series, but my head is that. First, easily, easily, the Golden Behemoths fight against, not against Hong, and that fight was epic. So I would say generally fighting, if it comes to fight, to who has better fight scenes? I would say Solan. Solan has though, but for me, Solan has better fight scenes than Battle Through the Heavens and Swallowed Star. Now, story, the plot, storytelling among the big three. Uh, I would say for storytelling, Soland storytelling, it's good. It's good. However, okay, let's look at it this way. The storytelling in Soland it's good, yes. But you don't get, okay, I think it's on par a bit with Battle Through the Heavens. I may be wrong though. Because Swallowed Star, the storytelling in Swallowed Star is just don't even know what's going on. What are we fighting for? What Lofeng is up against right now? I'm think Swallowed overwhelming, if I'm allowed to use that word, than Soland and Battle Through the Heavens. Meanwhile, Battle Through the Heavens storytelling, I would say Solan has a better storytelling than Battle Through the Heavens. On the accounts or on the idea or accruing to the fact that there are very important elements of the story in Battle Through the Heavens that were not being animated, that was not being shown. If you read the manga, you'd that's where you get to see those those parts of the anime being shown onto you. But Solan has better storytelling than Battle Through the Heavens. Basically, that's what it just means. The storytelling in Solan is much more better than in Battle Through the Heavens. Characters, who has better side characters? For me, among the big three, again, who has better side characters? Let's look at it. Side characters in Soland: Hong, Lei Shen, Lo Feng's family. Anybody else? I think no. I'm talking about Swallowed Star. Sorry, side characters in Swallowed Star. The side characters in Swallowed Star are very good. Like their storytelling, it's nice. They don't feel lost after a certain point. So I would say for the storytelling of side characters, I'll give it to Swallowed Star. Here's why. In Soul Land, other than focusing on Shrek, who else do they really focus on? Like which side character apart from the Shrek Seven Devils plays other a prominent role? Who else? None comes to mind at the moment. Apart from Bibi Dong, who is the antagonist, and her daughter, who is also an antagonist in Soul Land. Who else? No other person. Battle to the Heavens, the Gu clan, although they had their arc after which, so Shona is okay. The side characters even in Battle to the Heavens. Is it Little Fairy Doctor? There is Alan Yaran. There is Medusa is not a side character to me. Yeah, she's a side character, but her popularity in the fan base doesn't really make her a side character. Rather, she's like maybe like the second protagonist or something. So I won't classify Medusa as a side character. Who else? In Battle Through the Heavens. Well, other than the women connected to Xiaoyan, Zizian, currently she's important in the story. So I would say Battle Through the Heavens also does a nice their characters, their storytelling of or usage of the side characters is also nice. Swallowed Star, on the other hand, apart from Lufang, we don't really focus more on any other person. So I would give it to Battle Through the Heavens. Battle Through the Heavens' use of side characters is better than Soul Land and Swallowed Star. Now, nostalgia. What I mean by nostalgia is how quick are you to remember between these three? Number one, I would say if they mention Chinese anime, what first comes to your head? That's what I mean by nostalgia. If you talk about Donghua, off the rip, what is the first Donghua that comes to your head? You would look at Battle Through the Heavens. So for me, it would be Battle Through the Heavens because Battle Through the Heavens had been the face of Chinese animation for a long while, for years. Medusa has been the face of Chinese animation for years. So it will be Medusa, it will be Battle Through the Heavens. Now, there are some people who started with Soul Land, like me. I did not start my Donghua experience with Battle Through the Heavens. Rather, my first Donghua experience was Soul Land. However, if you talk about if you mention Chinese anime or Donghua, for most people, the first anime that comes to their head is Battle Through the Heavens. Now, so that's not a slap in the face to Soul Land or to Swallowed Star. Just saying, Battle Through the Heavens it's for me it's like the face of animation. Although right now they've fallen off, and the fall off has been so massive. They've lost Battle Through the Heavens has lost a lot of its fan base due to the choices made by the animation studio to cut out key elements of the story. And so it has pushed Battle Through the Heavens to a point where it is no longer seen as the face of Chinese animation right now. Now, the face of Chinese animation currently, it's not even these three. It's not Soul Land, it's not Battle Through the Heavens, it's not Swallowed Star. Currently, the face of Chinese animation is Renegade Immortal and Wang Ling. So tell me, who's your favorite of the big three? Is it Soul Land, is it Battle Through the Heavens, or Swallowed Star? Currently, we have 4 votes, and Soul Land currently leads with 75%. Like I said, a lot of people started their Chinese animation journey with Soul Land. Like me, my first Chinese anime I ever watched was Soul Land before I watched Thousand Autumns. After Thousand Autumns, I stumbled on Battle Through the Heavens. Then I entered Swallow Star, obviously. So yeah, Soland is a lot of people's first. Now I do not want to compare main characters in terms of strength. Okay, let's do who's more popular. Let me end this poll and ask who's more popular. Sorry, I made a mistake. So tell me, who's more popular? Between Tang Sang, Xiaoyan, and Lo Feng, who's more popular? Or who is more famous among the three? Off the rip, among the three, for me, the person that is more popular is Tang Sang. I don't know whether maybe is due to the fact that he achieved godhood first before Xiaoyan and Lo Feng. Because I think Tang Sang is more likable. I don't see a lot of people who dislike Tang Sang though. But Xiaoyan, I can tell. Xiaoyan, I can tell. Xiaoyan, I can tell. A lot of people, to the fact that I don't think Xiaoyan is the most popular person in Battle Through the Heavens. It's more Medusa than Xiaoyan. So for me, Tang San is more popular than Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan may not be even the most likable person or the more popular person in his own show. To show you, just to show you how much of a fan base Medusa has. Like Medusa is basically the face of she. That's why she doesn't like Medusa was created as a side character to be one of Xiaoyan's love interests. Or okay, automatically or down the line she eventually becomes his wife, but it's got so bad to the point that they created something. Battle to the Heavens Studios created something that they did not anticipate how popular this guy would be. Just like the case of Jujutsu Kaisen. People love Satoru Gojo more than they love Yuji. That's the same thing that happened to Battle to the Heavens. A lot of people love Medusa more than they love Xiaoyan. Isn't that crazy? A lot of people love Medusa more than they love Xiaoyan. So honestly, if I decide to put Medusa, who's more popular? Tangsa, Medusa, and Lofen. Medusa is going to win. Medusa is going to win that popularity contest. As in, Medusa is like a cheat code. You don't go into any popularity contest and Medusa's name is there and expect that she's going to lose. 100 times or 99% out of 100 times she's going to win that. So it's really 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 crazy. So among the three, who's more popular? Tang San, Xiaoyan, and Lu Feng. Or if I decide to put Medusa here, Medusa is going to win. So among these three, who do you think is more popular? Tell me, who is more popular? A lot of people love Solan more than they love Battle Through the Heavens. So I won't be surprised if Tang San decides to win. If Tang San wins this vote, who's the more popular main character? Crazy. Xiaoyan, Tang San, Lu Feng. Lu Feng's popularity, though, it really comes from the fact that I would say Lu Feng's popularity comes from the fact that well, after his fight with the like gold behemoth or the behemoth beast or something, that's what really propelled. I think that's what really propelled Tang Sang to or propelled Lo Feng to that popularity. Now, don't get me wrong. Prior to his fights with the golden behemoth, he Lo Feng's show Swallow Star was doing really well. It was doing like I won't say huge, really like that much huge numbers compared to Soul Land and Bash Through the Heavens, but it was there. It was in the running. You cannot mention Battle Through the Heavens and Soul Land without mentioning Swallowed Star. Although it was more Battle Through the Heavens versus Soul Land for a long time, so I won't expect Lo Feng to be that much more popular than Tang San and Xiaoyan. So basically, it is down to Tang San and Xiaoyan between these two who is the more popular character. And for me, I would say Tang San because if you look at all iterations of Solar, even in Solan 2, Tang San's appearance creates a hype. It's it generates this much more hype that I don't know. Even among the ladies too, a lot of ladies they fall in love with Tang San more than Xiaoyan. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with his appearance, his blue hair, his eyes, and everything. Though. Then for women, it is more his when he became a dual god, god of the sea and the Asura god. So Tang San having dual godhood, I think. So among the two, who is more popular? For me, it's Tang San. Tang San is a more popular character than Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan's popularity, it's more down to the fact that he's the love interest of, or Medusa is his love interest. So, who's more popular? Tell me. Or who do you like more? Let's use that. Who do you like more? Tang San, Xiaoyan, Lo Feng. Who do you like more? Retro. Just trying something and trying to see what works. I don't want to say who's more powerful. We all know who's more powerful here. So who is like who's more popular in terms of popularity? Who has a higher cult following? Is it Tang Sang? Is it Xiaoyan? Is it Lo Feng? Tell me. Who do you think is more popular? For me, it's Tang Sang. Tang Sang is a more popular character than Lo Feng and Xiaoyan. So, who do you think is more popular? Nah, I'm just playing around with effects, trying to see what works. Crazy. Well, try to keep it normal, maybe. Nah, no. Oh, crazy. If you think Tang Sang is a better character, though, okay, wait, character wise, let's look at it like this. Character wise, um, I won't say Tang Sang has questionable character because he likes only one. Tang Sang is a monogam. Is like he likes only one woman, and that's Xiao. So, even when he had other choices, it was always Xiao. So, Tang Sang's character is okay. Xiao Yan on the other, Xiao Yan on the other hand, oh my word. How can you love two women? How can you love two women? Shaoyan is a polygamous entity. Xiao Xiaoyan is a polygamous entity. well, 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 Tang Sang is he's monogamous. Lo Fang is faithful. He's every woman's ideal man. You know that faithful. that, that faithful. You know, faithful human husband. You know, I can look after the I can look after the kids. Lofang and Tangsang, they are faithful husbands, you know. They love only one woman and one woman only. Sure, yeah. Has two wives. And a lot of other concubines. Shaya has a lot of other, you know. Shaya is surrounded by women. So I would say Shayan is a more less faithful partner than Tang Sang and Lofen. Xiao's and Tang and Lofeng's case is like they are similar, you know. They like they are partners. They had been with them since day one. So they were faithful to those partners. But Xiaoyan, yeah, Xiaoyan's day one is Gushona, right? But he has a child. Just, and if care was not taken, Shaya would have. I bet you. I'm sure. If not for the aspect of the show and the studio, Shaya would have married Little Fairy Doctor. So Xiaoyan is less faithful in my eyes. Xiaoyan is the less faithful character, other than Tang Sang and Luo Feng. So I would say Tang Sang is the more popular one. Luo Feng is mm, Luo Feng's character too. How would I describe him as? I won't say Luo Feng is pride is not no. Don't among these three, like pride isn't part of them. Like that's like how would I put this? I won't say they're prideful. Yeah, yeah, that's the word. I won't say they're prideful, but morals. Okay, here's how this is. Lo Fang doesn't spare his enemies. He's ruthless, yes. He's ruthless. He has that ruthless edge or ruthless side to him. Xiao Yan, on the other hand, he is ruthless, but not the way, not to the extent of Lo Feng. Tang San, who has Tang San murked? Who did he put down? Other than Baby Dong, I don't really think Xiao Yan. No, Tang San really didn't put down anybody. Tang San didn't really put down anybody. Lo Feng really didn't. Did he? Who did he put down apart from? Oh, he did. Lo Feng did. In the early stages of Swallowed Star, that family that chased him, yeah, he murked all. Like Lo Feng slaughtered all. Yes, the the son, the father, and the mother. Lo Feng killed them. Even those three elders that hurt, that seemingly killed his wife. Lo Feng killed all of them, especially the last one. He killed him in a very, very, very satisfying manner. He used telekinesis, and he mangled or twisted this guy's limbs and jaws, and the sight was gruesome. They didn't really show it, but from the shadow you could tell what Lo Feng did. So Lu Feng is the more ruthless character, is the more ruthless character than Tang San and Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan is a bit on the edge sometimes though, but it's not. I won't say he really, really like murked other than Soul and Soul Hawk Soul Hall members. I don't really think he really put down anybody that deserved to be put down. Tang San, on the other hand, didn't really do that as well. So Olafang is the one that is more ruthless. If you had a choice, I want to ask this question now. All right. If you had a choice to be a main character among Tang San or be in Tang San's world, Xiao Yan's world, and Lo Feng's world, which one would you pick? Or their cultivation parts? If you were to pick a cultivation part among these three, which one would you pick? If you were to pick a cultivation, like become a cultivator and like even like become to or soar to the highest realm or to the highest rank or being the strongest among these three, who would you pick? For me personally, I would pick Lo Feng. Now, it may be due to Lo Feng's cultivation or Swallowed Star has more. It's really, it's, I would say Swallowed Star is more realistic to us personally. The way our world is quite similar to how Swallowed Star is. Never mind the fact that Swallowed Star is about science and advancement and all that. But so we can easily relate more to Swallowed Star than Battle Through the Heavens and Soul Land. So if I were to pick one that I would dwell in, I would say I would say Swallowed Star. Because easily Swallowed Star has a stronger cultivation system than Battle Through the Heavens and Soul Land. It has stronger cultivation system. Students, star level, stellar, then there is universe, there's world, there is primal chaos sovereign, there is true God, there is so it's definitely has to be Swallowed Star. Swallowed Star cultivation system is stronger than that of Solar. You may disagree, but that's how I see it. Of course, Lofang is the stronger one than is the strongest among the three. That's not even up for debate. No, I know in Soul Land 5 that Tangsan becomes a god of creation, but someone voted Lofang being more popular. How so? Can you tell me in the comments? Can you tell me in the chat how is Lofeng more popular than Tangsan and Xiaoyan? How is it so? Because to me, it's Tang San that is more popular than those two. Kunula Teka. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. This is by Who Anime, and I talk about Chinese anime basically. Or reaction to videos, or just my general thoughts basically. So among Tang San, Xiaoyan, and Lo Feng, who is the more popular character? For me, it is Tang San, because I won't maybe biased of the fact that Soul Land was the first Chinese anime I ever watched. So that's why I pick Tang San as the more popular character. But other than that, if you put a popularity contest, I won't say I guarantee you, but I'm sure Tang San is going to win. So I feel Tang San is more popular than Xiaoyan and Lo Feng. Even in Battle Through the Heavens, Xiaoyan is not even the most popular character in his own show. It is Medusa. Everybody watches Battle Through the Heavens because of Medusa, not Xiaoyan. So it's definitely Tang San. See, strongly agree. People watch Battle Through the because of Medusa, not Xiaoyan. So Tang San is more popular is more popular than Xiaoyan. If I put Medusa up here, definitely Medusa is more popular than Tang San and Lo Feng. Or it might be debatable though. Is Medusa more popular than Tang San? Now that's one I didn't see coming. Is Medusa more popular than Tang San? Yeah, I feel she might be though. Because for whatever pool Medusa is in, Medusa always wins. So I feel Medusa will be more popular, but that's by the way. Who's more popular? Tang San. Can't see my face. Can you see my face now? Kunula Teka, can you see my face? Kunalu Teka, can you see my face now? Can you see my face now? Okay, my name is Joey Emrys, and this is By Who Anime. Okay. I get. Let me try and see if I can reduce it. Okay. I guess the screen prop was popping my face. This is my face. Tang San and who's more popular? Tang San's though. Okay. If okay, let's do it like this. Solan has how many parts does Solan have? I've seen I've read Solan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts. Battle Through the Heavens is just one. Then Battle Through the Heavens story continues in The Great Ruler. Then it also continues after. So that's 3 parts. Swallowed Star is basically 1 part, but that I guess that may be what adds to Tang San's popularity, owing to the fact that it's his story is referenced in like 5 parts of the story. I know currently we're in the second part though with Ho Yu Hao, right? So at least Tang San is also mentioned. We're also seeing him in Soul Land 2. Soul Land 3 should be about the son of Ho Yu Hao and Wang Dong. Xiaoyan and Tang San I bet you Tang San is mentioned too, so it's there. Tang San is the more popular character than those two. Love to watch Swallow Star. Same thing. Are you caught up on the latest episode of Swallow Star though? I feel I have missed a lot. The last time I watched Swallow Star was when Lo Feng was just when he became a domain master, a domain lord. That was the last time I watched Swallowed Star. Currently, I think, has he become undying? Chad, tell me, has Lo Feng become undying? Oh, you don't want to give me any spoiler? I don't mind spoilers. Spoiling for me. I don't mind. You can tell me. I don't mind spoilers. Spoilers are good. Although some people may not like spoil. Okay, you know what? Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Because some people may not want you to spoil it for them. So just don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'll try and find out. I think he has become undying though. Has he? Has Lofan become undying? Let's see. He has two clones. The Mosha body clone is that one that has that what they call it, that sea, is it ocean clone or body? I can't remember what it was, but that particular one, is it not become, it has become undying now, right? I should make a reaction video and post. Okay, reaction video to channel. To honestly, I haven't tried to figure out how that reaction video works. Myself reacting to okay, make reaction video while watching Swallowed Star. Okay. I'll try and see what I can do. Currently, my job doesn't really give me that ample time to make content. That's why I usually do make this. I'm trying to go live now more than I do before. Because Monday to Fridays, I'm always working and I don't really have that time. So the only free time I have or spare time I have are Saturdays and Sundays. Then Monday to Friday, I'm always working. Saturdays and Sundays are my free time. But I'll try and see what I can do while watching Swallow Star. Okay, recommend an episode for me to watch. Because I feel the one I might be more interested to watch, particular, is I know Babata right now. She's no longer an avatar. I think she has a physical body now, right? Babata has a physical body. I think so. I think Babata has a physical body right now. And okay, his master should be awake. Yeah, I think his master should be awake. Easy. No. Huyam boy is not awake. No, I don't think Huyam boy is not awake. I don't think Huyam boy is awake though. Huyam boy is not awake. No. Lufang avenged his master. I think so. But Huyam boy is not awake. Although, now, there's something I want to talk about. It has to do with changes being made to make a reaction video. I will definitely do that. I will definitely make a reaction video. What I want to talk about, it has to do with changes being made to anime. Now, before a Chinese anime is made, right? There's some, I won't say 100%, but at times there's a manga to back up the anime. That's where they get the source content for making their videos, right? Or making the animation. Now, the anime may not follow the source content 100%, but majority it's supposed to follow it to a certain extent. And there are key points of the story that are supposed to be followed. They're not supposed to miss out or cut out certain parts of the story. And there are some parts that they make changes to. A very good example is the love between Hong in Swallow Star and I can't really remember that lady's name. The one that has a white, that girl that has a white armor, that she's the, what was her name? Is it G Swan or G? What's her name again? I can't really remember her name. Hong's love interest. What's her name? I'll just call her Jishuan for now. Now, in the manga, Jishuan and Hong, they didn't end up together, right? Due to the fact that in order for her to cultivate or to strive to be a better cultivator or to increase in ranking, she didn't end up with Hong. Now, I was watching up to that aspect, trying to see what they were going to do. But I felt what the studio did It was something good. Rather than making Jishuan not end up with Hong, they changed it. They changed the story, and Jishuan instead ended up with Hong. So they're a couple, right? Now that is a welcome development. If you're making changes, at least look at the audience, like your audience. Try and make it like to that aspect. You want the three brothers to unite again. Same thing. Although I like Lei Shen more than I like Hong. I love Lei Shen more than I like Hong and Lo Feng. I feel maybe it's down to the fact that I like Thunder more than I like Fire or all that. So Thunder, the affinity of Thunder has been, or Lightning has just been my favorite. So I like Lei Shen more than I like Hong. But that's by the way. Those changes that were made to the story, it was a very good. It was a very good addition. Shang has a unique style. Yeah, too. Shang is not. There were two schools, right? It was Hong's school. There were two martial arts schools in the early parts of Solan or Swallowed Star. It was Hong's martial arts school and Lei Shen's martial school. So his unique style for Thunder, yeah. I really Lo Feng picked what martial arts? I think Lo Feng picked was it Lei Shen's martial arts school? Because I know Lu Feng whenever in the early stages of the anime, his fighting style was more was more Lei Shen than Hong. Although Hong picked him as a disciple or something. So I think that's why. Other than the fact that that's a welcome addition to the story. Like I said, the changes that was made to that particular the changes that was made to Hong's love life was good. However, Battle Through the Heavens made changes too to their own to some elements in the story that did not sit. It didn't sit well with a lot of people. Medusa is your most popular character. She is the face of Battle Through the Heavens. And Medusa has this huge cult following. I want to say I'm a part of the fan base of Medusa. And if you treat our queen in a certain way, don't expect us to don't expect us to don't expect us to be happy about it. And so the changes that were made to Battle Through the Heavens, especially affecting Medusa, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice at all. That really, really affected Battle Through the Heavens' popularity. A lot of people watch Battle Through the Heavens because of Medusa, not because of Xiaoyan. So that's just how it is. Lei Shen has a popular, although right now I feel if there's anything I want to be changed right now in Swallow Star, is the aspect of Lei Shen's highest power up. I think in the manga, Lei Shen's highest cultivation level was the World Master. Hong became Undying. I stand to be corrected though. Hong became Undying. Lei Shen became a World Master. And Lo Feng became, yeah, basically like second to God or God himself. So I feel Lei Shen should be Lei Shen's position should be higher than a World Master to me. Is yeah, I have a lot of love. I love Lei Shen more than I love Hong. So I would say I would like it. I would love it if Lei Shen at least becomes a primal chaos sovereign rather than becoming a world master. I would prefer if Lei Shen becomes a primal chaos sovereign rather than being a world master. So that's just how I see it. I mean, who doesn't like Lei Shen? His monk appearance, his fighting style, his lightning spear. Come on. I even if I created a character in Swallowed Star, his style or his dress, his appearance and everything would be tuned more to Lei Shen than any other person. I like Lei Shen more than I like Lo Feng currently, so nah. Although Lo Feng did something that annoyed me. Lo Feng did something that annoyed me. Remember that when he Avatar, he was giving three gifts, right? Was it three? I know he was giving. He was. I won't say three gifts, but he was giving a set of gifts. The first one was that shard that pierced his. That metal that pierced his foot. That he was given a disc, and I think those 1 million, was it 1 million spirit stones or something? I don't know, but I can't remember. That disc in particular, that was my favorite out of the three gifts. Out of the gifts that were given him, that disc. When he used that disc for the first time, oh my goodness, that was epic. Him using those discs to defeat those was it beast kings or beast whatever they are, beast emperors. Lofan using those three that disc to defeat them was interesting. I loved that weapon. And he then decides to sell that. Oh my goodness. He sold that weapon for something to exchange it for, was it what did he exchange that weapon for? I can't remember what he exchanged that weapon for, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. That was my favorite weapon. I didn't, not even his sword, his board. Although the board was nice, his like the board he glides on, flies on. Then it was nice, but I liked that disc more than I liked the other weapons that he had. So him selling that disc and exchanging it for something, I was angry with him. I was very angry with Luffy when he did that though. It may sound crazy though, yeah. It sounds crazy, but that's just how it is. Luffy, okay. Tang San is a more likable character than Luffy and Xiaoyan. Tang San or is it? No, 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 no. Scratch that. Luo Feng is a more likable character than Tang San. Here's why. Tang San's story, he's a genius. He was born a prodigy. And so I think things were cultivation seemed easy for him. Like to get to where he is, it seemed easy. But Long and Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan was born a genius. He lost his powers, and so he had to start from scratch again to get to where he is. His Xiaoyan's power feels end, although although he's being supported by ladies. So I won't really say he got it. He got to where he is currently due to hard work. Yes, hard work is there, but Xiaoyan was like giving assistance a lot by ladies. Come on, is it not? Was it Medusa protecting him until he gets what he wanted at that point, or Little Fairy Doctor to back him up wherever he goes? Is it? So Xiaoyan was like, yes, there's hard work, but at least there was pampering there by women, strong women, no, not just any young women, strong women. Even though Yafe is not a cultivator, but she has influence, so it's strong. Even though it's strong strength, not in cultivation, but in terms of influence too, is also added to it. Yafe and the Mitia family now they had High Budong there, so yeah. The one that is more likable is Low Firm. Now, you may see it as Lo Feng's at first it seemed as if Lo Feng had a disability, which turned out to be his power. So he's a spirit master. So I think in his own case, he was also born a genius. All three were born geniuses. But Lo Feng's own case is his was misunderstood. Lo Feng was misunderstood. Everybody thought his powers were or his powers are more a disability than an ability for him. Xiaoyan was born a genius but had his abilities taken away, so he had to start from scratch. Tang San was born a genius, having the Haotian hammer and the blue spirit grass. So I feel Lo Feng and Tang San and Xiaoyan are more relatable to people than Tang San is. So it's not even a debate. Tang San is not really relatable to people. Power level, the strongest among the three. Power level is okay. Soland 5, Lofen becomes a creator god. Tangsan becomes a creator god, right? So Soland 5, Tangsan becomes a creator god. But in terms of power, before that, Lofeng is the strongest out of the three. Lofeng is the strongest, followed by Tangsan, then Xiaoyan. If I'm to grade them uh, in terms of power level, best grading system would be it would be Lofeng's cultivation. It would be Swallow Star's cultivation system. That would be the best for grading them. I think Swallow Star's cultivation system is more ideal for measurement for of power levels between the three of them. There is it's either you're a star trampler, or a star traveler, stellar level, or you're a domain lord, or you're a universe lord, a world master, and that. So that would be more accurate in terms of measurement than Soland. Soland only has to do with numbers. It's either you're level 1 to 100 or whatever. Don't ever get me started on battle through the heavens cultivation ranking. Yeah. Do you know how long I confused Dozong for Dozun? It was confusing me because they would make mention of Dozong, like a king fighter, or what was it? King fighter, king emperor, or king whatever. So Zon, Zun, and Zong, Abi. I'm just pronouncing it appears. It's not supposed to be that. It is Dozon and Dozun, right? It was confusing me. So yeah, there was that Dosh. I don't even want to start pronouncing their cultivation systems right now. So Swallow Star's cultivation system is more explainable. It's easier to understand than that of Soland and Battle Through the Heavens. 3 minutes to go. And I would have been on this live for an hour. Just 3 more minutes. What else do we want to talk about? Whose wives are more beautiful? Oh no, that's not even a contest. There is no need to even bring it up. Among the three of them, whose wife is more beautiful? Medusa is number one now. There's no need to even bother. So it should be really down to between Xiaowu and Lofen's wife. What's her name? And Lofen's wife. Who is more beautiful? Even in that aspect, Xiaowu is still more beautiful than her. So there's no comparison when it comes to that aspect. Medusa is number one. If you were to pick a character between the three, between Tangsan, between Xiaoyan and Lofeng, who would you be? Who would you be? If you were to choose who you would be between Tangsan, Xiaoyan, and Lofeng, who would you be? Mine is easy. I would be Lofeng. Because his cultivation system is stronger. I will be Lofeng. Tangsan, you may have the opportunity of having the Haotian hammer and all that. But when I have a planet destroying gun, come on. All I have to do is just aim it at you and boom. Xiaoyan and his heavenly flames. It doesn't compare to world destroying power, so I would say Lofeng. The first time I'm going live for close up to an hour. The last one I did was it 46 minutes or so. That's the first. Who do you like more? Alright guys, so that will be all for today's live. See you guys next Saturday or Sunday when I make another live, when I go live again. This has been Joey Emrys. This is by Who Anime. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when new content drops on the channel. I've been Joey Emers. See you on the next one. And remember, always, always, always stay G.